Please hit the follow, share, and subscribe buttons. That really helps Right Field Politics grow.
So let's bring in one of former President Trump's attorneys, Alina Habba. Alina, welcome. Good to have you with us this afternoon. Let me get your reaction first to these 3 seated jurors. So they need 9 more. Seems like they're making decent progress 2 days into this. And we know that seat 4, this is the publicly available information, will be the 4-person, a male from West Harlem, originally from Ireland. Says he gets his news from the New York Times, the Daily Mail, Fox, MSNBC. Seat number 9 is a woman, a native New Yorker, a nurse. And seat number 12 is a man from Chelsea, grew up in Oregon, an attorney practicing corporate law. So tell me how you think about this process so far in seating the jury, Alina, and welcome.
Sure. Thank you. I think that we're seeing a painful, unfortunately, selection because we're in the state of New York, which is definitely by design. There is no question that Bragg bringing this in New York, look at the Fulton County DA and so on and so forth, Washington, D.C. These venues are selected exactly for this reason, Martha, so that they have a blue state with a blue pool. There's only 20% or so that are Republican and conservative, and finding a needle in a haystack is going to be really difficult for them. What we're seeing and hearing out of the court is that these attorneys are looking at their social media posts, some of which have been challenged because they had celebratory posts when President Trump was allegedly lost the 2020 election. And we have that showing clearly. So it's going to be a really difficult process. The fact that they have 3 is promising so far, but they've got 9 more seats to fill, and we'll see what that process is. Again, I do think it'll be about 2 weeks, but this is going to be a very difficult job for the defense team.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke to Andy McCarthy earlier. He did a terrorism trial back in the early 2000s. He said it took a month to seat a jury in that case. So, you know, we'll see. If it's 2 weeks, we'll see how that goes, and we'll hope that the people that are seated can be fair. With regard to the judge sort of repeatedly admonishing the former president, this time it was for muttering during the jury selection process and sort of responding to one of the jurors who was answering a question. There's also obviously these 3 social media posts that the DA says violate the gag order and that he could go away to jail for 30 days if he continues this. Do you think that will stop this kind of posting about the witnesses?
You know, his order was vague, number one. Number two, these are posts, some of them are posts made by other people that he reposts.
Right.
You're looking there at a letter from Stormy Daniels where she denies ever having an affair with President Trump. You're looking at publicly made comments which are frankly in response to these witnesses going on MSNBC and CNN and being able to speak. So if the ultimate goal, Martha, is that you don't taint a jury pool, then explain to me why it is that these witnesses are able to go on and talk about the case. The witnesses, the same witnesses that are the basis for these witch hunts, how are they allowed to go on CNN and MSNBC and speak about what they want to speak to, but the leading candidate and nominee for the GOP can't respond? That is so unconstitutional. That is a dual system of justice, and there's no place for it.